Hi guys, my name is Omobolanle Adigun, aka Omobolaval, and well, so many people call me the Vibe Queen, and I am conducting an interesting interview for the UncutXtra Magazine for the reality edition, and I have got a superstar seated right next to me. She's one of the housemates from the just concluded Big Brother Naija Season 10 show, 10 over 10. Of course, she's the first runner-up of the season. And of course, you know I am talking about no other person but the Queen of Aura. I'm talking about Precious Ashiogwu, known as Dede. Hi, Dede. Hi. Oh my God, you're so beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for honoring our invitation.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so let's talk about what influenced your decision to audition for the Big Brother Naija show.
The thing is, I think I've always been a fan, and there's just this superstar thing in me that I've always had, like, I'm gonna be a star. So yeah, being a fan and that as well.
Okay, cool. So a lot of people have a lot to say about your calmness, your poise. There's just this peace that you exude. And a lot of people, at the beginning of the show, a lot of people were wondering, okay, she's so calm, but there's just that elegance. You know, would you say that your calmness was your superpower during the show, like while playing the game, or it was just, you know, you being you?
I was just being me, to be very fair. It was not something that happened in the show. I think funny thing is, there's just this feeling of I was really loud in the show. Like some parts, like I laughed, I screamed. I mean, I don't know if you saw the baby clip when the baby started crying. That was mad funny. But other than that, I think that's just who I am. That is just who I am, inside and outside.
Amazing. Okay, so we've heard of situations where even calm people get pushed, and you know, especially in that house. When we talk to a lot of people who have been in that house, they say that there's a tendency to be who you're not because you're amidst a lot of people and you're locked up with them for, you know, a number of days. But how did you manage to sustain your calmness despite the chaos that was happening around you? Awareness.
I was aware that it was a game and people will push you, and that's okay. Just because they push you doesn't mean you will fall. So it happened. I was just aware. I knew this is not who I am. So I shouldn't play into whatever is going on in the house. And I really did try to, you know, self-calm myself. It doesn't show to people, but there are some situations whereby I don't say anything. That's because I'm just trying to stay really, really calm. But other than that, it was a struggle regardless. Every day was a struggle. But thank God we made it.
Yeah, you definitely made it. So there's this sweet thing that you always did. And personally, I found it so adorable. And so many others also found it really adorable. So there's this thing you do whenever you're tense, you just give yourself a hug. And I mean, I had a lot running through my mind because at the end of the day, sometimes you just need that big hug and maybe there's no one close, but there's just how you do it and it's so cute. Was it something you were pushed to learn, maybe by situations around you, or how did that come about? Like, how did that start with you?
I don't know. It feels good to know that people saw that. Oh, I don't know. But so here's the thing. I grew up in a very intimate family. That is, we're not very close to other people. So all we had was all we have right now, which is my sibling, my mom, my sisters. There was not any other person around. And I've always wanted to be that child that didn't give her problems. In the midst of all the chaos in the world and everything she was going through, I made a conscious effort to just be the calm person in the house. Like, it was like growing up, you saw so many things happening, and then you're like, okay, I've learned from this. And that just gave me a sense of being okay, even if I wasn't okay. And then there's this thing this relationship I have with my mom that I know she feels what I feel. It's like when I'm hurt, there's this feeling of, I'm the reason why you're hurt.
Wow.
So growing up knowing that, it just, instead of always showing that I'm hurt, I try to fix it so she doesn't feel like she's the reason why I'm hurt. So that was just something. And then it was not like we had so much going on or so many people to run to. So I really just learned that I have my family, but at the end of the day, I'm all I ever had, or all I have. I mean, right now I have so many love going on.
Wow. Wow.
It's just something I grew up.
So adorable and so sweet to hear. So for you, what was the defining moments where you realized that, I might just win the show, or I might just, be amongst the top 5? Like, at what point in the show did you just realize that, it feels like I'm really loved outside and I've got an army? Really?
Yeah.
So what happened that made you feel that way?
I made it. The finalist. It was the day I realized that, oh shit, I'm a finalist. That was when I realized, okay, maybe there's something. But every other day, it was just, oh, God help me. God help me. God, please save me. That was how I felt. But it was the 9th week. After, they were like, oh, you guys are the finalists. I'm like, okay.
Wow,
nice. Yeah. That was how I felt.
Okay, super cool. So there was a time during the show that you said something about a polygamous nature, right? And, that caused this stare online. You know how people love to understand things the best way they can.
Yeah.
So, but sometimes they say that until you hear from the horse's mouth, you don't really understand what they were trying to pass across. So please explain to us what you meant by that.
Ciao, we're just having fun. I wasn't the first person to say that. That was like a line we always use in the house. It's like, I'm very polygamous. So I don't know how that stirred up a lot of conversation, but I was just catching cruise. We're just joking and laughing. And then now, coming outside the house, I'm I've realized that cruise inside is not cruise outside.
Yeah.
People are always starting 10 toes on business. But at that time, I was joking. I was just catching cruise. It was not a big thing. And it's something that we always say in the house, but it was nothing. There's nothing there.
Okay. So cool. So let's talk about the week where the red phone thing happened. that was like, that made like a major twist happen in the house. So when it happened, what was going through your mind? Like, what went through your mind? What were you feeling at that moment?
So I think that was one of the moments that I was totally selfless. Usually I would always think about myself, but at that time I wasn't thinking about myself. It was all Joanna. I was like, oh, it's cool, I did this, but now there's someone else involved. So it was like, how do I make this up? At that time I felt like, should I just stop begin to keep her? How did I go home? But at that time it was just Joanna I was thinking about. It wasn't me. Like, it was not a thing of, the game has ended for me. It was me just dragging someone into it. I'm like, okay, this is bad. How do I say? Even when I was saying it, I was like, they've evicted us. It was just all about Joanna at that time. Me just thinking about what I've done to her at that particular time. But other than that, I wasn't thinking about myself. Not even for a moment.
Amazing. So now that you're out of the house, sometimes we make decisions at the spur of the moment. Do you think that now that you're looking at it as an outsider, I'm sure you must have watched a few clips, like, do you think you would have done anything different from what you did?
Absolutely not. It is what it is.
Okay, cool.
And I served and the it's.
Okay.
What it is.
And that's on period.
Clack it. Mama.
Okay, amazing. So let's talk about after that week. It felt like the game became really real.
Yeah.
So what changed for you at that point? Like, it felt like people were going home, real eviction and all of that. So what changed for you at that point?
One thing was for sure, I was never going to pick that call again. I didn't know about so many things, but I knew I would never do such a thing again. But other than that, it's just realizing that our analysis in the house is not always true. Like, most times we spend so much time trying to like think about, so many things happening. And then at that time, I just learned to sit back and be a housemate. It's just like, don't overthink things. What will be, will be. It will happen, it will happen. You don't have to. And then when I came back, it was like, you know what? let me have fun. I was close to going home. So I stayed more, like I lived more in the present, like in my head. But other than that, I was just chilling.
Cool. So let's talk about something that everybody has to say about Dede, which is that you went into the house with a fashion game. Like, you just flew, you just went past the pass mark. Like, you know, there was a bar, you broke the bar and you were like, you know what, this is what I'm here for. And so a lot of people were asking themselves, okay, is this Dede's strategy? Because you know how they would always ask, like, oh, the housemates, what's your strategy? What's your strategy? Like, down to your swimwears. You had everything planned, like everything. It was just like banger, you know, from banger to banger. So, I mean, was it a strategy for you to go in and stand out in terms of fashion, or was it just you being Dede? I mean, being fashionable and stealing the show.
What's that word? Shopaholic? That's the word, right? I think that's what I am. And the funny thing is, I didn't feel good about how I prepared. I felt like I could have done more. So everything,
in terms of fashion?
Yes. Everything I took to the house, I'm not even kidding.
Do you understand Yoruba? This is the part where they have power now. Are you serious? You should have done better.
Yes. I should have. So here's the thing. Almost every single thing I took to the house was the things laying in my wardrobe. I just buy things because of the fun of it.
Wow.
Like, I just sit down and I see something, I was like, oh, I want this, I buy it.
Wow.
I didn't even shop as much as I should have because of the time frame. So whatever I was wearing in the house has always been in my wardrobe. So I only did like a few, like the Sunday eviction shoes was the outfits that I got, but every other thing I've had it. I just don't go out. So when I buy things, I just there sleeping and then I hoard things. But other than that, you can't fault a girl for looking good.
Of course.
I mean, it's a national TV.
You cannot.
There's no other way to it at the end of the day. And then fashion is something that I just find comfort in. I mean, it's the only way that people don't see me. It's like, whether I'm sad, I'm good, you don't know. Like, I look good regardless. It's like a camouflage for me. So I just look good through every emotion that I feel.
Cool.
So it's just who I am. And
amazing, amazing. Honestly, 4 + 4.
8.
You ate. Like, really. Okay, so my next question is going to be, I feel like you're the best person to be made an advocate for women who are quite calm. You know how a lot of people feel that when you're calm, you would lose out on a lot. But you've showed us through how you were, how you represented your brand on air. You showed us that calmness can be powerful. So what's your advice to those women who, you know, a lot of people just tell them that if you want to make it in life, or if you want to be recognized, you have to be loud. You have to be outspoken. You have to do this. You have to do that. So what's your advice to them? So
I have a life theory, and it is, whoever will listen to you will listen to you. It doesn't matter if you're shouting or you're not. If they respect you enough to listen to you, even if you're whispering, they will. So the moment you start shouting to make people see you, they never will. You're not even present at the end of the day. And then other than that, I just feel like there's beauty in silence sometimes. That is a line that we use in the house. But being loud, I was loud in the house. Like, we can have fun in a very loud way. But other than that, if you're standing on business, business and loudness have nothing to do together. And then people, I don't know, I just feel like people take it more seriously when you know what you're doing. And then being calm just shows that there is self-love. I don't think love comes with chaos at the end of the day. So when people say that you know what you're saying and you're bringing it out right, they will listen. You don't have to scream for people to hear you. If they're not hearing, they're blocked.
Wow.
And you can clear something that is blocked. But other than that, I love all personalities. I love when people are funny. As a matter of fact, I love very funny people. I love when people are expressive. Just because I'm calm doesn't mean that the people that are not, unless or whatever, do you get what I'm saying, right? That's who they are, and then it works absolutely for them. But other than that, there's so many things that you can do. You can go through life with just knowing yourself. It's a confidence thing, not just for, oh, okay, you're confident with so many things. It's just like knowing that this is who I am. I'm ready to learn. I have so many flaws, but regardless of every single thing, this is what I deserve. And most times what you deserve doesn't have to come from people. It has to mainly come from you, what you give yourself and what you dish to yourself. But other than that, I lie.
Okay, cool. So, but I know that, I mean, you've said a lot by answering the previous question I asked, but, you know, sometimes you feel, as humans, we just feel, am I doing enough? Okay, so I'm just my quiet self, and this one is putting up drama here, this one is doing this. Am I doing enough? Was there any point in time where you felt like you felt like your personality felt intimidated, or you felt like, am I serving enough content? Am I doing enough? You know, you were just being yourself, enjoying yourself. You were serving, but did you, as you know, as a person, ever think at any point in time that, Dede, are you doing enough? Are you serving a lot of content? Because this one that is doing this one that is doing this one. Was there any point in time where you ever felt that way?
mean, personality-wise, yeah, I did feel like that. But in the group of people, I never actually felt like that. As a matter of fact, I feel like me being calm was just me minding my business too much.
Yeah.
It's like when if it doesn't have to do with it, please, I don't want to talk about it. I know the hate. So I think that was more of who I was. Because if I did put myself in situations whereby they were talking about other people, I would have, you know, spoken more. But I did try my best to not let people be people. You don't have to find yourself in situations where they're talking about people you've not experienced yourself. But other than that, yeah, personally, me saying, oh, I did feel like, oh, am I doing enough? Personally, like as a person, like with my individuality and all of that, like showing up every day and showing out. But other than that, I never flinched. Nobody made me.
Amazing.
Just
amazing. A confidence queen, I stand. Okay, super cool. So let's talk about the final night. When you were standing on that stage, I mean, from 10 people, 10 contestants, you know, the list, we got like the list shortlisted, 5 people, you were seeing yourself at top 5, and 3 people left. It was just you and Imisi. When you got on that stage, like, what was running through your mind?
If you won. Period. That was it. Cool.
Cool, amazing. Okay, so I know that while in the house, the housemates are not privileged to use their phones. So when you step out, I wonder what it looks like, you know, and then a lot of people have a lot of things to say because they want you to catch up and all. So after looking through your phone and maybe hearing some of the people close to you tell you a lot of things, what would you say was the greatest misconception about you at that time that you felt like, nah, this is not true? Because, I mean, I've interviewed some Big Brother housemates who would say, they don't even show you people everything. You people just see what you see. Like, something happened before this, but was there any particular story or trend that you felt like, ah, God, this is actually the greatest misconception about me?
Yeah. In fact, they don't even show everything. I think I'm like, did he show the beginning? No, they didn't. I'm like, But there was nothing, but I just realized something. It was like a realization to me when I came out of the show. It was just me realizing that the world needs to love themselves. Like every single one of us, we need to love ourselves more. Because to every issue you have with people, it comes from, really? I'm like, how? So I just realized that we need to do better as humans. We need to love ourselves more. Because some comments people drop, I'm like, okay, no self-love. There's no self-love. I mean, not in a shady way. In a shady way, catch it, please. Catch the shade. But I just realized that we need to do better as humans. We need to just channel energy. Like, I feel like people cope with negativity. It's like a coping mechanism. It's like when something is not working for you, you transfer. There's like a transfer of aggression, of hate that is going on in the world. And I did realize that people don't like when you do better, or when they feel like, okay, this person have it all figured out in this way, they don't like that. So when they see it, it's like, you know that when something starts trending, like a song starts trending, and that meme that the person brings the cassette and hits it, that's how,
like you're like
you're hitting it, like the aggression of it. So me just realizing that we need to do better. Self-love is something we need to teach in school. Like there's a course and it's self-love. And then, but that's a realization. But other than that, cool. Misconception, no problem. Have you heard that misconception killed anybody?
Of course, no.
Okay, cool. We'll be fine.
Okay, amazing. So let's talk about Dede since you left the house. How has life changed for you emotionally, professionally, mentally, financially? You know?
My brain is, every minute is like, you have 30 minutes. To run mad. But I'll start from the good one. The love is crazy. Sometimes when things are going on, I don't even know what's going on. You see DMs, like, oh, Dede, I hope you're okay. Dede, I want you to know that we love you. I'm like, what's going on? Hey, I'm calling my sister, what's happening? What am I missing? She's like, it doesn't matter, tell me. So most of them I'm not even aware of what's going on. But people show up for me, like they send messages. They're like, Dede, I want you to know that you are loved. I said, okay. Hey, what's the other thing this time? So that is something that I am tapping into. I am trying to, I am making an effort to getting used to it and blocking the things that don't matter. And what are the things that don't matter? The people that don't have that self-love. That's the one. They will come for this one, but guess what? People will still send love. There's love at home at the end of the day. But that is something that I love so much. Like just having people in my corner and people who check up on me, even if I would not reply the message, even if they know that they will not get a response, but they still send that message. Like, do you know? Like, you know, this person might not send this message, but you're dropping it regardless. That is something that I feel really good about. Other than that, home, there's people at house. There's no family. But here, I am with my family. I'm with people that really, really love me. I'm breathing, and you know what? Everything will be fine.
Okay.
Nobody cares.
Okay, cool.
Oh my God.
Okay, so you once said, after your exit from the show, you once said that the show has helped you grow. So what's the biggest version of Dede that we're yet to see?
I can be anything and everything, but perfect. Going inside the house, I had this thing of being straight. I had this, you know, there was this, perception of I have to be a perfect daughter, a perfect everything. But going to Big Brother's house, I realized that it's okay to be imperfect. It is okay to own up to it. It's okay to give yourself as much grace as you give people. It's okay to just look at yourself and say, you did amazing. You're a bad guy, but you're not the worst guy. So that is something I've learned. That is who came out of the door. The person that came out and say, I own up to it. And I'm not good today, but I would not make the same mistake tomorrow. So that is something that I feel good about. Shout out to Big Brother.
Wow, amazing, amazing. So lastly, before we play some games, I'd like to ask for, you know, the divas and all of us that care about you.
Let's not forget the devastated, please.
Okay, all right.
Shout out to them, Clarkers. Let's not forget them, okay?
Okay. So, but what's next for Dede? I know that we cannot predict the greatness that's coming out from the brand Dede. But I'm sure that you've also maybe had some little time with your team members to say, okay, this is what I'm looking at. Because a lot of things are going to be thrown at you at this point. And just like you said, you know, you need to be self-aware. So what are some of the things you're looking forward to embrace? What are the things that you're working towards for your brand in terms of, you know, profession? But first off, I hope something about fashion is involved because okay.
Absolutely. So, but I say this, I don't want to box myself. If I say I just want to focus on fashion, it's like limiting myself. There's no limitation. That is just one thing that I know for sure. There's no limitation. I'll pop out and pop in at the same time. But I have a brand, Aura. Funny thing, that brand was named before the whole Queen of Aura or the Aura tag.
Really? Wow.
And ever since last year.
Wow.
It has always been all right. It's just how I wanted women to feel. I want women to feel. It's like, tap into it. Tap into your aura. So I have my brand coming up, this fashion. I want to tap into TV and radio. Everything. International brands, especially.
Okay. I'm sure they can hear you.
Kids. So I want to break through every limitations. You know, this stereotype of this is as far as we can go. Yeah, I want to go further than that.
Okay, and I'm just really hopeful, and I pray that, you know, God will bless your dreams. Amen. And we can't wait to see all these dreams come to fruition. So, yeah, thank you so much for answering our questions.
Thank you for us.
So we have some games to play. So guys, I'm going to be playing some games with Dede. Very interesting games, nothing to stress you. You know, you don't like stress, we can't tell. Yeah, she's a soft queen. So yes, the first one is titled Quickfire and Unfiltered. So I'm going to ask you these questions and you're expected to answer as fast as you can. Okay, so 3 words that describe your BBNaija journey.
Growth, awareness, love.
Okay, amazing. 1 outfit from the show that you never forget.
The black and black with the first
drama around the waist. Is it that one?
Oh no, I think the first Sunday one.
Oh, okay, okay, cool. Okay, the most shocking thing a fan has said to you since leaving the house.
The advice choke. Every day, different advice. It's definitely the advice. Every morning I'm waking up to good morning, my queen. Today, this is what you would do. Oh yeah, we can. Who is this one again? So sometimes I'm like, okay, yes, my queen, I will serve you. So the advice is crazy. So that is
get used to it too, because they love choke. Okay, so who would you call if Biggie's red phone rang right now?
Joanna, I'm sorry, okay? It's me and you. I'll call you again. I mean, we're not going home this time.
Okay, the calmest person in the house besides you?
Tracy was really fun.
Okay, if you could send one message to your day one fans, what would it be?
Thank you so much. You guys kept me. The love, I don't think they're aware of how much the love helps me. Like, I feel like most times people, they don't know. But I hope that someday I'm able to say it and you understand that love is what keeps me. Like, it literally keeps me. I'm not even kidding. So yeah, shout out to you, my favorite.
So cute. Okay, so if the red phone rings again, if it rang right now and Biggie asked you to swap your runner-up spot for immunity next season, would you?
No.
Really?
No. That was wicked. Let me rest.
So are you saying that if Big Brother calls you back, you know, no, I mean, All Stars is there, but
next year is too close.
Really?
Yeah.
You need like a breather. You need to just take a break.
Next year is too close. I mean, as of now, that's what I think. I mean, in 2 months, I might be like, okay, you know what?
I missed the house.
Yeah, let me do it. But for now, today, this minute, this moment, no.
Okay,
next minute, I'll change my mind.
Okay, so if you had to pick one housemate to answer the red phone next time, who would it be?
Who would it be? Menton.
Okay.
I just want to see his reaction. He has this deep reaction to this. I want to see his face. Yeah, Benton.
Okay. So here, random statements about love, loyalty, and freedom. So you're expected to answer with agree, disagree, or it's complicated.
Okay.
Okay. Humans are not built for monogamy.
It's complicated.
Flirting is harmless.
Disagree.
You can love 2 people differently at the same time.
Strongly disagree.
Okay, cool. Lastly, uncut and unfiltered. So you're expected to complete the statements.
Oh, okay.
Okay. The moment I truly found myself was?
When I first cried. Yeah.
Okay.
Wherever it's going.
On the show?
On the
or-
show. On the
Wow.
show. Okay, are we talking about outside the show?
Yeah, whenever you feel like, okay, that was like
I think I'll focus on the show.
on the show.
That's what
Okay.
people saw.
Okay. The lesson I'm taking into the next chapter of my life is
The noise doesn't matter.
deep.
It will never matter. It's what it is. It's just
Deep.
noise. It'll pass.
Okay. Lastly, the woman I'm becoming is
Loved. At home, outside, self-love. Just always
High
love.
five. High five.
Everywhere. Love.
Okay, thank you so much
Thank
for
you for
honoring our
having me.
invitation
Thank you
and
for
for
having me.
answering our questions like the soft queen that you are, intelligent, soft,
Thank you.
beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
So guys, we've come to the end of this particular interview session with the Queen of Aura, Dede. And I hope you learned a lot. Well, this interview is going to be transcribed into the reality edition of the UncutXtra magazine. So read, and of course the video would also be posted. So watch your queen speak. Thank you so much, Dede, once again.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so this is the part where my guest, Queen Dede, and I say goodbye. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye, guys.